on YouTube world? Austin Lewis here, coming to you guys live with another video. And it's funny, I've actually gotten a lot of DMs recently just on Austin, what are you doing with wholesaling, or how did you ever start wholesaling, and how does even wholesaling work? And the funny part is, obviously real estate, my roommate, Austin Zabak, a business partner in multiple different ventures. Obviously, I'm around real estate all of the time, 24/7, and so I kind of just got brought into it on that way, almost sometimes on accident, I'd like to say. But I kind of want to just dive into you guys with this video about wholesaling. What is wholesaling? How do you do wholesaling? Maybe for somebody that's very maybe you're like me. I don't know anything about real estate. I was never around real estate until I got around Austin, and I never, I wanted to get into real estate. I wanted to get into wholesaling, but I didn't know the steps to take, or I didn't know how I personally would make money. I didn't know how I personally would go out there and get deals and find deals, and then obviously make money off of the deals. But I'm going to kind of just talk to you guys about that here. This is pretty much going to be a wholesaling 101 video to kind of just share with you guys that, hey, maybe you don't maybe you don't have, and I'll go over it in this video. Maybe you're just now starting to, to get into real estate, or you're just now looking, you're like, hey, what do I use to, get deals? How do I start wholesaling? I want to start wholesaling, but I don't know where to start. I'm going to kind of cover that in this video for obviously you new people that are just coming to the channel. Austin Lewis here, 22 years old, normal average kid with above average dreams and goals and above average work ethic. And I'm a serial entrepreneur. It started years ago, 8 years ago in network marketing. I was fortunate and blessed to be surrounded by incredible people, good mentorship, good coaches. And that kind of where I, obviously expanded my mind, and I was able to learn the form of entrepreneurship. And then now, 8 years later, I've been able to be blessed to diversify into multiple different income streams. One of my most recent has been a social media agency, which in literally 90 days, I brought to a $10,000 a month business. Now this month, it's looking to be anywhere from $15,000 to $20,000 in literally 120 days. So super crazy, but I just thought I'd share that with you guys, just so you guys kind of know a little bit about my story. And serial entrepreneur, not like the actual box of cereal, but serial entrepreneur, just does multiple different things. My part-time, I possibly do some wholesaling in a bunch of other businesses. Scottsdale Carts, a golf rental company here in Scottsdale, Arizona, exotic car rental company. We rent out the R8 in Scottsdale, Arizona, all the way to cryptocurrency, to affiliate marketing, to network marketing still, just literally all over. So I'm going to kind of dive into you guys with this video. I apologize about my handwriting. I know the last review I got on my video, I did a little bit of a whiteboard training. I appreciate the feedback that I got from that, the text messages, the DMs on Instagram. If you guys don't already follow me on Instagram, be sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm a lot active. That's the most active that I am on a platform, and it is at the Austin Lewis. Shoot me a follow, shoot me a DM, say, hey, I subscribed to your YouTube. I appreciate your guys' support. So what we're going to do is we're going to dive right into this right now. So guys, again, like I said, this is literally Wholesaling 101. I'm going to break it down. I'm not going to talk to you about the nitty and gritty stuff. I'm just going to talk to you about the basics, the simplicity of this, and really what I've come to understand about wholesaling. So obviously here you are, your role about wholesaling, and I'll kind of write these things down, is obviously to find a distressed, rundown property. I'll give you guys an example of those properties in just 1 second. I'll bring up a couple pictures here, but your role is just to find distressed, rundown properties for multiple different reasons. Obviously, think about if you had a house and your next door neighbor's house was completely run down, was completely distressed, there was boards in the windows and such things. Obviously, that's going to that brings down the value of the house itself, but it also brings down the homes around it. So obviously, a person like me would want a real estate investor to come in, fix and flip this, or buy and hold, or do, obviously fix the property. That way the property goes up in value, which means the houses around it go up in value. And that way, obviously, my house is worth more. So your role right here is to do this. Marketing. Austin, marketing for what? Marketing for a distressed property. Marketing for a rundown property. Marketing for a motivated seller. Somebody that just got a divorce, or somebody that passed away, or or somebody that inherited a property that, you know, they just got it for free, right? So that you can find a distressed or rundown property through many platforms. I'll bring up a couple for you. Obviously, one, you can go to agents. Build a relationship with agents. Build a relationship with agents. You know, whether it's call Zillow or it's call Facebook or it's meet them on Facebook or it's on Instagram or literally any social platform. Trulia, Zillow, literally any platform, right? Connect with agents, build a relationship. So that way they like, trust, and respect you. That way, when they get pocket deals, with deals that haven't even hit the market, they'll say, hey, oh, I remember that Austin guy. He said he was working with a group of investors, and he wanted me to bring him any deals that, you know, if they like, trust, and respect you, chances of these guys bringing you deals, because they'll get the deals, they'll see the deals, chances are they'll bring you deals, right? So you can do that, find it on agents. Obviously, for sale by owner on Craigslist. For sale by owner on Craigslist. Call them people, say, hey, you know, I'm working with a group of investors. I see your property. I'd love to get to know a little bit more about it, right? I'll do an actual cold calling video for you guys as well, just so you guys can hear what I say, how I say it, what I say, the psychology behind what I say, and things like that. So I'll do a video like that, and then later, or if you guys don't want me to, drop in the comments that you guys wouldn't want me to, or what you guys would like to go over. So for sale by owner, obviously Zillow, multiple different things. Trulia, literally any platform. I mean, you got Zillow. Obviously, you have auto dialers as well that you can obviously go, you know, Google search in your area, whatever works for you. You know, pick an area code or a place. You can do you can drive for dollars. You can go knock doors, door knocking, which obviously you can send out letters. You know what I mean? However you want to do this. Me personally. Obviously, I stuck with these two things right here, or these three things right here. I did agents, for sale by owner on Craigslist and Zillow, and just building relationships, just building rapport. So here you are, your job is to do marketing for rundown, distressed properties, see distress, find the owners, talk to the owners, and then obviously you're going to put the property under contract. I myself, guys, for those of you that are like, Austin, I don't have investors, because your role is to obviously do marketing, find distressed properties, and then get it under contract, and then market again to your buyers. Your actual list of buyers that are going to come in, fix this property, fix and flip this property. They're going to rent this property out. They're going to, you know, buy and hold, whatever they're going to do with this property. Your role is to obviously market for distressed and rundown properties. Next, once you get it under contract, you're going to be able to market to your buyers. And your buyers list, obviously, out of the buyers that you have, are going to come in and buy this property. The beautiful part about this is, and I'll break this down for you guys, is you get this, you talk to the seller, you get a really good deal on this property. Obviously, then you're going to go to your buyers, and you're going to mark it up for $10K. You're going to put a $10K margin between you and them. So you get this property under contract here for, let's just say, $100,000, $100K. You're then going to market this, once you have equitable rights, to your buyers for $110K. That way, you get a $10,000 spread in your pocket, right? So once that goes under contract, now obviously for those people that are like, Austin, I don't have investors. Okay, well that's great. Partner with somebody that does. See, I didn't have investors either, but I knew Austin, and Austin has investors. See, all you really are now is just the middleman. So my role was to market, to find distressed rundown properties. Once I got this distressed rundown property, I then marketed it to Austin, and Austin marketed it to his buyers, and his buyers then came in and bought the property, fix and flip. And I'll show you guys actually my most recent last wholesale deal, literally right. See, as you guys can see, that is my first wholesale deal that I did just recently. So for those of you that are kind of confused, Austin, what is a distressed or rundown property? It's pretty self-explanatory, but right now I'll kind of show you guys a couple pictures that show you guys what to look for when you're looking for a wholesale deal. Now, obviously, any house, I mean, if you can get a wholesale price on any house, whether it's a gorgeous house or whatever it is, you find a motivated seller that just needs the heck out, then obviously the likelihood of that happening all the time is not very likely. So I'm gonna show you guys a couple pictures of houses that maybe you have a really good chance of getting a wholesale deal out of that. And I'll show that to you guys right. So as you guys saw, that is some of the houses that potentially could give you the opportunity to create some massive income for yourself just due to the fact of a distressed and rundown home or a motivated seller. So just to break it down for you guys once again, obviously your job is to market to find distressed, rundown properties. However you do that, going through agents, Craigslist, Zillow, auto dialers, it doesn't really matter. And once you do that, obviously you get the property under contract. That way you get your equitable rights. That way you can market to your buyers like it is your house, like it is yours, like you own it. That way you market to your buyers list of investors. They buy this property, you mark it up $10,000 or $15,000 or whatever kind of deal. I've seen deals that are $3,000, $2,000. I've seen deals that are $50,000. So mark it up to whatever price. Obviously, they come in, they buy it. They then obviously fix and flip it. They buy and hold, or they just invest and then end up renting it out. So, that's really the point. So your whole point of wholesaling, and this is literally the simplest term, is you market to find rundown, distressed properties that you can get for a wholesale deal. Market it to obviously your investors or buyers. They mark it up a certain percentage of whatever the spread you want to make. They come in, redo the property, fix and flip the property, or rent out the property. And so it's really that simple, guys. It's very fun to do. It's not easy, but it's very simple, right? But if everything was easy, everybody would do it, right? So that's literally Wholesaling 101. If you guys have any questions, drop in the comments below. I would love to see your guys' feedback on my video on wholesaling, and drop in the comments below what you guys like to see in the next video. I'd certainly appreciate that. And if you guys haven't already, make sure and like this video, smash the subscribe button. I really appreciate you guys' love and support, and we will then see you guys in the next video.